Joe, let's talk now about something you'd probably rather be addressing, which is your actual experience in flying helicopters. You know the corridor. You obviously were not involved in any flights there this week, but you know the corridor. Talk to me about your reaction to this catastrophe based on your knowledge.
Yes, Michael, I've flown those routes like many pilots. I've seen on the news many people speaking to this. I've always felt safe operating in that airspace thanks to the rigorous Army training that I've received and the helpful air traffic controllers that guided me along those corridors. I'm not an accident investigator, and I'm not really qualified to speak about the crash specifically.
Is it a particularly, I get that and I respect it, is it a particularly difficult area from your perspective as a helicopter pilot in which to fly as compared to other places you've been? You've flown all over the globe.
I would say that it is busy like many areas that have busy airports. There's FAA training that is required to fly into those areas, and we take all the necessary precautions anytime we fly into that area.
What has been the reaction from those with whom you have served to A, your transition, and B, the way in which wrongly you were injected into this controversy this week?
Overwhelming support, Michael, from my battalion commander, from the Adjutant General of Virginia, from up and down, left and right of the ranks, from civilians, from veterans. I've received messages from South Africa, from places all over the world, supporting me and serving me allowing me to serve openly.
And finally, I described what happened to you, Joe, as a cautionary tale for all of us of how just someone who is in service, in your case, in service to their country, going about their private life, all of a sudden gets thrust into the public domain in a prior era. You know, your injury to reputation would have been limited by how many voices could tell a story, whisper down the lane. But in this instance, when you were the #2 trending subject on X yesterday, it's all just a send key away. Final thought?
A final thought is my Army training has prepared me to handle the unexpected. And so I reacted in that way, and I made preparations and contacted the proper people to keep my family safe, to keep me safe. And nobody deserves this kind of false rumors and attention.